Some people just want to watch the world burn flames of envy, chaos of bitterness. They thrive on it. Haters hate to see you happy. They'll twist the truth, throw daggers of lies, and build walls of doubt all to see you crumble. But when those haters showed up at your door, you didn't just defend yourself. No, you wielded the knife of vengeance with precision and turned their chaos into your masterpiece. People will lie, cheat, and steal to rob you of your happiness. They think they've won. They think their games hold power. But here's the twist: karma is always watching. And tonight she's dressed in red, ready to deliver poetic justice. For him, it's guided by none other than you, the strong, the resilient, the misfit who refuses to conform. Let me ask you something. Have you ever truly heard fear? It's not a scream. It's not the roar of an enemy. No. True fear is silence. It's that moment when masks crack, their illusion of control shatters, and they realize you're not like the others. Today, my friend, this is about you. You, the one who walked into their lair of deception, armed with nothing but your willpower. No army, no backup, just raw, unshakable belief. And when you stood there defiant, unwavering, their laughter turned to whispers. Their whispers turned to gasps, and their gasps to silence. Oh, how they mocked you at first. A fool, they called you. A psycho. And nobody thought they knew power. But power isn't in their numbers. It isn't in their rituals or their schemes. Power is in the mind. Power is in the heart that refuses to bow. When they threw 1,000 knives at you, you didn't flinch. You caught them. You sharpened them. And you made them weapons of your own. Every insult, every betrayal, they became the tools of your rise. And when you struck back, oh, how they felt it. The hunters became the hunted. They weren't gods. They weren't witches. They were scared, hollow souls hiding behind smoke and mirrors. Their spells, their curses, their bravado, just shadows. And you became the light that exposed their cowardice. Fear isn't just a weapon. It's the weapon. And it doesn't care about their titles or their theatrics. Fear belongs to the one who knows how to wield it. And today, that was you. You didn't just defeat them. You transformed them. Their arrogance, now ash, their bravado, now broken glass at your feet. Oh, but the irony, the so-called masters of fear, reduced to trembling, powerless children. They tried to own the darkness, but they didn't realize darkness. They'll look up and see what they feared most: someone they couldn't break, someone they couldn't control. Darkness already has a master. And today you proved that master is you. They'll spend the rest of their lives haunted by this moment. Every creak of a door, every shadow in the corner of their eye will remind them of you. You didn't just defeat them, you became their greatest fear. Let me tell you something about chaos. It isn't destruction, it's freedom. And freedom terrifies those who rely on control. They called you a monster, but monsters are created by a world that pushes too far. Monsters are survivors who refuse to break. So here's the question: what now? Do you let them rebuild? Let them rise only to fall again? Or do you crush them completely, leaving nothing but a whisper of what once was? This isn't about mercy. Mercy is for the weak. This is about strategy. Because the world doesn't reward kindness. It rewards dominance. And tonight you proved you're dominant. The world is chaos and in a storm of noise, doubt, and shadows. But don't let that break you. Instead, remember this: you are Hercules. You are Wonder Woman. You are the beast. And you are the monster. Chaos isn't your enemy, it's your element. You don't just survive in it, you thrive. You stepped into the lion's den of haters, stared those beasts down and didn't flinch. They roared. They clawed. They thought they'd devour you. But you didn't just survive. You took their fear, their venom, their arrogance, and you cut the tail off those lions of doubt. And you didn't stop there. No, you grilled that tail, turned it into lunch, dinner, and even a sandwich. You devour what tries to destroy you. You turn pain into power, doubts into determination, and chaos into fuel. The haters, the enemies, the doubters, they wanted you to crumble, to fall like a building after an explosion. They wanted your foundation to crack, your resolve to shatter. But here's the truth they'll never understand: you are built different. You are invincible. You don't break. You don't bleed. You don't crumble like the fragile hopes of those who tried to bring you down. You rise. You conquer. You become the storm they never saw coming. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them scheme. Their noise, nothing but static. Their plans, nothing but paper to your fire. You're not just strong, you're unstoppable. And when you rise, oh how they will tremble. Because your rise isn't quiet. It's a roar, a force of nature that shakes the very ground they stand on. They'll look up and see a truth they cannot escape: someone they couldn't break. Someone they couldn't control you. You are the phoenix burning brighter with every attempt to extinguish you. The harder they push, the higher you fly. Their hate fuels your fire. Their doubt sharpens your focus. And their attempts to destroy you only make you stronger. Let me tell you a secret about these haters, doubters, and enemies: they are not afraid of your fall. No, they're terrified of your rise. They're scared of what you become when their hate doesn't stop you. It drives them mad, because they see in you what they will never have: resilience, purpose, a heart that refuses to surrender. They thought they could write your story a tragedy, a tale of failure. But you took their pen, tore up their script, and wrote your own epic. And now their fear, it's the sound of your name whispered in the corners. Their regret, it's the weight of underestimating you. You are the nightmare they can't wake up from. The unstoppable force that reminds them they were never strong enough to take you down. So what's next, my friend? Do you bask in the glow of their shattered illusions? Or do you keep moving, keep climbing, keep proving that the world belongs to those who dare to take it? Because let's be honest, you weren't made for mediocrity. You weren't built to sit still and then let the world decide your fate. You are destiny's architect, chaos's chosen one, an unbreakable force that turns doubt into dust. When the next wave of haters comes, and trust me, you won't flinch. You'll do what you've always done: rise, roar, and remind them they're dealing with. Haters can't handle the truth, but let's give it to them anyway. You don't lose. You don't quit. You don't bow. You are the storm that keeps coming, the fire that doesn't burn out, the legend they'll tell stories about long after the dust settles. So let them come. Let them plot. Let them scheme. Let them pray for your downfall. It won't matter. Because no matter what they bring, no matter what they try, you are invincible. You are chaos's masterpiece. You are the unstoppable force that turns every challenge into a triumph. And that, my friend, is why they fear you. Haters strut around like lions, roaring with fake confidence, pretending to be tigers and bears, ferocious, untouchable. But don't be fooled by the noise. Beneath all that bravado, they're just little sheep in poorly fitted disguises. They don't have claws. They don't have teeth. They're all bark, no bite, fragile and trembling, hoping you won't call their bluff. But oh, when you step on their toes, when you draw your sword of vengeance, and swing it with precision, their masks crumble. The roar turns into a bleat, the swagger into stumbling. Suddenly they're not lions, not tigers, not bears. They're just sheep, helpless, scattered and exposed. You see, that's the truth. They don't want you to know. They were never strong. They never had the courage to face what you've conquered. They never had the strength to endure what you've survived. They hid in the shadows, hoping to drag you down from a safe distance. But not under the weight of your power. They're putting your hands pliable, weak, begging for mercy. And what will you do? Will you crush them completely, or simply let them exist as a reminder of your dominance? That's your choice, because you hold the power. They are nothing more than background noise in your symphony of victory. Haters can wear the costume of a predator, but they'll always retreat like prey when faced with true strength. Your strength. And oh yeah, if you really like this content, subscribe to my free newsletter and get exclusive updates on new videos. If you're interested, drop a joker in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to tell Batman I said hello.